dominating it was in the hard point, unless Team War have regained and have come back into this off the back of that S&D in a big fashion, you still favor United.
100%. United played this every single group game so far this weekend, and they've won it every single time. 3-1 against RBL, 3-0 against Celtic, 3-1 against Elevate as well. They're more than happy to go back to Seaside after map number 1 as well. It's been a dominant start. A is pretty much already gone, and this is worst case scenario if you are Team War. They need to get in there really fast. BZ might have had a quiet S&D. 4-0 off the rip. They've already got A. Maybe the Seaside pick wasn't quite the wisest choice.
All right, well, this is going to be a fast control. And I look forward to map 4.
In all honesty, after what we've already seen from a BZ who goes 50 off his streaks, it'll be quite something if Team War can get back into this round. Can't quite do anything there with only about 20 HP on the board. Pristini continuing to go, finding defrag, and this has been dominant from United. They barely came out of a stride. Arcity 0-1, and yet we're still in this situation. Pristini and BZ have went off on Team War. The life difference is about 8, and it just continues to grow, capturing Zone B. This is dominant from Team United in round number 1. Oh my god, that was quick.
Yeah. Not an awful long way to cut that one. That was just them pretty much winning the majority of trades. Here's an interesting part. It was only 19-12 in terms of the kills.
Surprising after we've seen the... I think it's just one of these things that they won the opening gunfights at United. Yes, there was a couple of trades here and there for Team War. It wasn't quite enough to get back in. There was always that last guy for United just maybe winning that last gunfight. And they will take round number 1 as comfortably as you would like to see. Team War, again, it's a slow start in the respawns. Might cost them. You know, we've seen in the Seaside hardpoint, I don't want to say they were coming back into the game, but they were looking a lot better towards the end, and unfortunately just left it too little too late. They don't really want to have to do that in the control. Things start going south very quickly if United start getting a hold of specialists. Things can start rolling very, very quickly. Team War with a much more conservative start to the round. D5 going to get horrible timing because Claystick takes him down. United quite happy to sit back here and then slay out where they need to. Everybody down for Team War. They're going to have to restart again. Team Frag is going to get the kill in the spawn, and they're going to have another bite at it.
Well, Team War really need to kind of regain into this one, and I think that if they can get, you know, settle this game down, start getting a few trades out, they can potentially start to turn this whole thing around. Because at United, that was such a dominant first round win that you were worried for Team War doing anything. At the moment, it's not too far away. 22-19 is not an impossible job for Team War. It's very, very close.
Absolutely not. It's very much doable, but right now the Twins are doing damage in and around B. PD is going to find Arcities. Here we go for Team War potentially, but it's shut down once again. They seem to be 1 by 1 a little bit here, and I understand there's 35 seconds to go. They need to get inside the hill, but we need to see them have a conservative effort together. Eventually, Dave is going to get inside of B. Clayster should be taken down from behind, is going to get the kill there. Here comes the grab slam from a BZ already. 10-2 out of him, 5 streak currently, 25 out streaks. Give him the lightning as well. That might be a nail in the coffin here in the control already. This has been so fast and furious from the playoff champions. Looking like to hit that sort of form already. Abizi hasn't stopped. That's 7 in a row. Given the 8th as well. Fantastic from Abizi. It is too easy as this round is all but done. They have just ran through Team War.
Well, I said it was close at one point. At the end of this, it is not. 15-6, and the time is going to run out. That's all you can do when Abizi is opening up your team and just saying, well, nothing you guys can do about this. I'll make a 2-piece when 2 of you are firing at me. That should not have happened. And there's very little hope now for Team War. There are streaks in play. They've just been slapped about in the control.
I mean, Pristini was frying as well. And, you know, a lot of people talk about Eunited, and if Pristini can get going, then this team becomes somewhat unbeatable. Putting up some big, big numbers there. You know, Abizi getting streaks, Pristini's 12-7 as well. Every single one of these players doing what they need to do off the back of Abizi. 13-3 out of him. causing a lot of problems here. PT 10-8 having a good game for Team War, but everybody else 3-8 out of Defrag, and Vortex is 3-11 now as he goes down. Abizi calls everything in and everybody's dead. Eunited gonna get a hold of B really quickly, and they don't stop running. Those sprint sticks pushed in.
They're going for a slow B tick because they're actually already going towards A. They want this over and done with.
Keep the pressure on, that's what you need to do. You need to keep them in their spawn as best you can. It's best to defend as far forward as possible. Arcitys and Pristini just about getting it done, but Team War seem to have just about maybe survived that one. PT is no longer for this world, but they've slowed it down momentarily. They will not let the A push come in, but the life deficit is 5. Abizi just continues. He's 18-4.
This isn't even like a fair game. Someone should tell United they need to play with one less player or something.
This is, it's been just a whitewash, in all honesty. I think if your Team War, you maybe look back at this one, just don't play Seaside at all.
I think it's just don't play Seaside against United.
Good lord. They will try and defend B. It's not out of the realms of possibility. It's a 6-kill difference, albeit, and I mean, after the start we've seen from United, Team War, if anything, have done quite well to keep it as close as it is. They now have 1 minute and 40 seconds to defend A.
Here's the issue. Simp is just off that war machine. Pristini has his recon.
Abizi, again, is just using a SOG, so might as well be a specialist in his hands at this point.
21-6, Ton. 21-6. Could have his grab in a minute again.
It's one of the truly dominant performances of the year. Here comes the Hellstorm as well. While the spawn, everybody dropping. United looking for one of the most dominant control wins you're ever likely to see on Seaside. It's 17-4. We said Team War were in it momentarily. Abizi is going to end this one at 23+ kills for 7. As Vortex is now the last bastion for Team War, he goes down, and wow. That's more like it out of United.
Kleister enjoying himself, massive grin on his face, and I can see why. Team War probably wondering when they're going to get into the control properly. Because that was quick.
That was real fast. And it was nearly as fast as the S&D. Both of them very quick maps for very different reasons. Smile on the face of Abizi. He enjoyed that one. Very easily done. Yeah, and now going in the hard point, you've got to really worry for Team War after that, I think. You know, you can sometimes say, right, okay, yeah, map number 1, it's one of those. United clearly very good at Seaside. We'll take the S&D, let's see what happens. But when you get pummeled like that, now heading into a frequency hard point against this guy after he just put up a 1.9, he's currently got a 1.96 in control.
There is very little you can say about Team War in a positive light at the moment. Not because I think they're playing badly or making a ton of mistakes, just that they're hitting the respawn screen so often, it's difficult to break down their gameplay.
Yeah, well, there was nothing to break down there other than Abizi tore through them.
I will say one thing, though. I do think Team War, you are right. There was a point in time where we saw them going 1 by 1. And obviously, part of that is to do with the losing the respawns and the gunfights. But the other part is, you know,